Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're continuing with our House Darklyn playthrough as King Glendon of the Dusklands, the third Darklyn King of the mighty Dusklands, well, the third king in our series. I did have to forward several months off screen as well. We were in a hell of a lot of debt. But we did take those new lands in the last episode, underneath the Blackwater and Stokeworth. We didn't take, I think it was Langwood Hall with that, but they were independent, so as soon as we got out of debt, I just forced that vassalization war and ended it really quickly. I just thought I'd do that because you'll see why in a moment. There's 4 new houses for this region and I needed 4 lands to land those in. We're going to do the same for Hayford and Bywater pretty soon. It's annoying that we didn't get Stokeworth and King's Landing, which will change to Blackwater Keep as suggested by one of you guys, but yeah, we will be doing that soon. Let's look at the new houses though, and then a lot of you were asking for a bit of a realm overview, and it has been a little while since we've done that, so yeah, that is probably a pretty good idea. So we're going to go up to the Blue Fort where House Ravenclaw was originally landed before, where they're no longer there now. We now have House Ironside with a dark red axe on white as the new lords of this area, as I have moved House Ravenclaw down to not Chitteringbrook. We do have Chitteringbrook, which is ruled by a separate branch of House Selford, so I will allow them to keep that. Then I think it's Atterdale where we have House... No, in Atterdale we have House Slytherin with a black snake on green. We couldn't have the silver grey snake, which would be right for House Slytherin, as you literally cannot see it on the green. It looks like a little splodge. Then in Greenwood we have House Hufflepuff with a black and white badger on yellow, which looks really nice. Black and yellow always looks awesome. In Langwood Hall, we have House Ravenclaw now with the black raven on blue. And as you're probably going to guess, in Farring Cross, we have House Gryffindor with the yellow lion on red. And then in Dalston's Keep, I think one of you said, I think it was Seamus who said in the comments that we accidentally landed our son here, Lord Aegon. I didn't even realise that we'd done that. I've got no idea how we did that, but yeah, okay, fair enough. We've got Lord Aegon of Dalston's Keep. We will force these vassalizations, as I said. Right, we need to get you a guardian. Let's have a look at your very mixed. So you've got the childhood focus of pride, which isn't too bad. We do need to get you a better educator though. Can we offer you a non-aggression pact? No. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's assign you a guardian. Let's find you... We could just give you someone with very good learn. We've not really got anyone. Someone with martial. Lord Maester of CK2. Yes, I'd be very happy to have Lord Maester as the guardian of our son Aegon. And then our other son is Prince Zachary, who is, of course, inbred. He would have been better to be called Aegon, wouldn't he, to be honest? He's got no traits at all yet at the age of 3 because the poor bastard starts off with -5 in everything, which is hilarious. So I don't have high hopes for Prince Zachary. But yep, let's go for this realm overview then. We do have 48,000 men available to us now, which is absolutely insane. That is awesome, so I can't complain about that. We'll easily be able to sweep people aside now once we try to expand, so that's awesome news. So what we'll do is we'll look over the High Lord. So obviously in the Whispers, in the High Lord of Cracklord Point, we have House Crab. And then under House Crab in Rook's Rest, we have House Darkwing, still going strong. I don't think any of the custom houses have died out yet, if I'm honest. House Cave is still going strong. We have House Broom. North Cracklaw, we have House Tawny, as I believe House Boggs died, didn't they? And Lord Dick was the friend of Zachary. No, it wasn't Zachary. Yes, he was a friend of Zachary, wasn't he? And then in Claw Isle, we have House Bastion, still going strong. Over on Driftmark, we of course have House Farman, relocated to the east coast rather than the west coast. And then on Duskstone we have a branch of House Darklyn. He's our uncle. If we work our way around to Maidenpool, we have House Mooton with House Darry as a bannerman, House Harroway of Harroway's Town, and in Saltpans we have House Melfios with the white swan and blue. Up in the Godsfort we of course have our uncle Prince John the Bear, and then under him in Lolliston we have House Olister. In Ataranta we have House Unar, who also own Castlewood. In Pink Maiden we of course have House Piper, young 10-year-old lord, going strong here. In Deddington we have a young Tully girl who controls Brandstone, where we have House Lion Guard. In Riverrun I believe we have another branch of House Tully. Yes we do. In Kennet, we have House Ralph Putin. In Gravesham, we have House Avian still going strong. I'm pretty sure that none of the custom houses have died out yet, so that's awesome. Wayfarer's Rest, of course, we have House Vance, and under House Vance's control, we have House Orstein. And in High Heart, we have another branch of House Vance. Interesting, wow, and looks like he's been through the wars. Poor Sir Victor, he's a lunatic, he's one-eyed, but he does look pretty badass, if I'm honest. Not wearing the eye patch, just showing that socket off. In Stonehenge, of course, we have House Bracken. In Goodbrook, we have House Rosebrook. Love that red rose on black, looks so nice. In Leicester, we have House Belcourt with the Peacock, which looks really nice as well. In the Red Fork, we have House Viperin with House, obviously, Ironside underneath them. We still need to take Stilfen at some point. In Seaguard, of course, we have House Malister, and then under House Malister, we have House Shatteraxe, who is imprisoned by the Iron King at present, which is unfortunate. Who's his wife? A Giscara. Interesting. In Rushmore, we have House Toric still going strong. Marlet Bay, we have House Kraken's Bane. And in Gravesham, did we look at Gravesham? Yes, with House Avian. Then, of course, we have up here, but we haven't made the High Lordship yet. We need to take Mistlewood before we can do that. In Erinford, we have House Lutz with the Black Wolf on blue, which looks very pretty. In Northlands, we have House Bitterbridge with a Black Swan on blue, so we've got all black on blue up here, but it does look nice. And in the Crossfort, we have House Vulture with the red vulture on black. So that's everything up there. So we've just got that houses in and around the actual Dusklands now. In Hollard's Hall, we have House Brightlin. In House Brindlewood, we have House Seymour. In the Antlers, we still have House Orion still going strong with the really impressive one-handed knight, Lord Duncan. In Birch Hill, we have House Pornburn still going strong. In Butterwell, we have House Defoe still going well. Wow, he's got a lot of kids, so their family's pretty secure. House Shoreham, we have House Thuringen still going. Oh, probably not going too strong. A young 3-year-old lad, but he does have a sister. Oh no, but she's a crab, so he needs to make sure that he pops some kids out. In Rayonet, it's House Green, isn't it? Yep, House Green still going strong. In the Great Fort, we have House Selford, of course, the main branch. In House Rollingford, we have House Blackroar. In Edgerton, we have House Cole. Southhorn, House Sarunus. And is that everyone? I believe that's everyone. We did Shoreham, didn't we? Yes, so that's all the houses. Of course, we've got the houses that we've already shown down here, and Rosby is still owned by us. So now we can finally get back into things, but there was the catch-up for those who wanted to see that. So, yeah, we want to try and get back at these Blackwater lands, which we will be able to do once our truce ends with the Stormlands. Before that, though, we are going to press our claims on Hayford. We have House of Hayford. I do actually like that sigil, to be honest. I'd quite like to leave that sigil as it is once we conquer these lands, but of Hayford's a pretty shitty name, so I'm sure you guys can come up with some better names. I do have a couple of names still in the pipeline recommended by you guys that we will be using as soon as we get more lands. It's just because I had 3 lands and then 1 to take, so it was the perfect chance to finally get those Harry Potter houses in there, which were asked for a long time ago, but I was waiting until we had 4 lands together. Right, so Lord Duncan of Hayford, I am going to declare war on you to force the vassalization of you. You do have the Lord of Stokeworth as an ally. Don't think that's going to affect us. They'll surely honour their obligations. Now, don't really want to call up all our men. They've only got 1,000 men there. I don't want to call up all 50,000 of ours, but people are bound to try and aid them. That's the worrying thing. So what we'll do is we'll call up our 1,000 men, 2,000 men from Duskendale. We've got 1,200 men from Rosbeth. So if we merge these together, that'll probably be enough for what we need to do. But we will call up a couple more just to be on the safe side. We'll call up our banners from around these lands here. Some of them do not give us a great amount of men, do they? I suppose Shoreham is a young 3-year-old lord, though, isn't it? So the rest of us are giving us a decent amount of men. Not a huge amount, but a decent amount. And we'll get those to meet. We'll get you guys to meet up in Southhorn instead, because if you march across, the Stokeworth army may try and attack you. And that should be enough manpower to be able to take Byford with a quick strike. All we've got to do is get it under siege, which should be very quickly if we go for it before anyone else tries to aid them. I will be bulk recording several episodes of House Darkling again this week, as I'm going to be working long 12-hour shifts at work this week, so I will not be able to do anything in the week. So again, if I don't source anything out that you've put in the comments for the next episodes. I'm not being ignorant or ignoring you. It's just because I've book recorded probably 4 episodes or so together. Your Wisdom and Mercy are legendary. I gladly accept the guardianship contract between Lord Boulder II and Lord Aegon. Okay, perfect. Dalston's Keep, isn't that our son? So our son's deciding he doesn't want to get involved. I really like that sigil for the Lordship of Dalston Keep. Is that 3 swords? I love the purple and black. It looks very nice. Right, so yes, let's get our troops together. Shouldn't take too long. We're making lots of money again. Every time we get close to bloody colonising Oldstone, something comes up where we have to spend a load of money, but hopefully we'll get there eventually. We received word that the dragon Jehogan has died in Hellholt. Legend fades, don't bother me with news again, but that's good. The Dornish proving their strength against dragons. Although you can't quite put your finger on it, you know something's wrong. You don't feel quite right. Oh, great. Watch us die now that we've got a half-decent king. Alas. Prince John of the Dusklands used a favour on Prince Christopher of the Dusklands to force him to join all their factions. Does that mean that we've got some factions to worry about? Let's have a look. Oh, Crown Loyalists. Perfect. Prince Amos for the Dusklands, who's that? Our half-brother. And Princess Melaine for the Dusklands, who is our half-sister. Okay, so we've got a couple of people plotting. Nothing too serious, so we're not going to worry about that. This campaign has been proof that Lord Momfred of Edgerton is a good person to spend time with. Is that Lord Cole? Yes, it is. Perfect. We've made friends with Lord Cole. I'm happy with that. Kyle states that his extensive medical experience leads him to certain conclusion that you are developing a pox. He insists that you follow his instructions very well. Right, who should we get in control of our main host? Not us, if we're not very well. Let's put Walder Mallister in charge of it. He's pretty impressive. And let's march straight into Hayford. Stokeworth got 66 men. So, do you know what? You may as well... No, you may as well march where you're going to march to. And the rest of you, if you... yeah, you may as well carry on marching to where you're marching to as well. Melira of Stokeworth is no longer a participant in the Riverland Hayford vassalisation war, as her liege Clifford Durrandon joined the war as a defender. That's completely fine. He's got 1,000 men. If you want to continue to weaken yourself, that is completely fine with me. We'll crush those too. To draw the illness out of your body, Maester Kyle covered your body from head to toe in leeches, and our health has improved, so that's good. Your Grace, we received word from the Rock. King Lorimer has led. Great. So the Lannisters have joined in. They've only got 14,000 men, so that's good. We should be able to end the war before the Lannisters get here. We've literally just got to get that land under siege, so that's perfectly fine. So as soon as we get our men to march onto that, we'll be perfectly fine. Let's get these men here. 15,000 if we can. Janny of Hayford is currently under my control, and her relative Lord Duncan of Hayford is currently opposing us. We can rightfully execute or imprison her. No, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. So there's 2. Right, yes. These 15,000 here. 1,500. March you together. March you on Hayford as well. These 1,700 here. We'll march you on Hayford, and we'll march you to catch up. Oh no. You just stay where you are. We don't want you all to arrive at the same time. They're going to attack you instead. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. As our reinforcements will arrive. A dull pain begins to throb behind your eyes. Okay, well that's not good. Alas, we get a headache. Come on, don't die, Glendon. Not when things are going so well and we've got such a powerful army at last. And there we go. We've absolutely crushed the Hayford army. Our other army has arrived to take the castle as well, so that's good. The Battle of Hayford went well. Altered by growing feeling of itchiness, you are appalled to notice the appearance of a bright red rash on your body. We've got a rat. Oh god, is there anything we can do to seek treatment for our illness? Let's do it. Let's see if we can try and do something to make ourselves better. There we go. The Battle of Rayonet was a great victory. We didn't lose many men. Kyle states that his extensive medical experience leads him to the certain conclusion that you have developed in the pox. He insists you follow his instructions very well. Please don't do something crazy like chop our hand off or something like that. Maester Kyle clad your bed in wet grass and told you to sleep on this nature's embrace against your rash. I'm glad I hired him. That improved our health. That's good. Can we seek more treatment for the illness? Not just yet. Some random person has arrived at our court, a mountain clansman, and then she died instantly, as tends to happen. Interesting. Right. There's only 700 defenders here, so once all our armies arrive, we should have enough manpower to assault the castle quickly before the Lannister host manages to march eastward. Although we should be able to crush the Lannister host if we call up more manpower. I just don't want to have to waste manpower unnecessarily. Right, so there we go, 5,000. Let's grind it down. just to make sure we lower the morale. Lorimer Lannister has had the rock removed from their treasury. Okay, the rock? What is the rock? Well, it's not in his treasury now. Is it a ship, maybe? Who knows? He's gone into hiding. That's fine. Right, merge together. What have we got here? Invited to a plot. May live in harmony contentment. We would like you to back our plot to rescue Sir Daenerys Hotham from Master Lucian's captivity. Who are you imprisoned by? Okay. I'll accept. Why not? And let's continue to grind this down. Yesterday, lesions appeared on your face and swiftly spread across your body. Now they have turned to blisters filled with pus. You have contracted the pox. Great. Can we seek treatment for our illness? Not yet. We've got one child lacking a childhood focus, Prince Amos. Oh no, he is our half-brother. Okay. Free intrigue, free learning. He's not picked up any traits just yet. Go for Herrick and Calm. We've got a decent stewardship. We could go for Juta. Let's see how that turns out. We don't want you getting too good. We don't want you opposing us. Maester Carol has come to you and come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains that there are several different types. As long as you know what you're doing, make us better. Can we assault Hayford yet? I don't want to risk it just yet. Let's try and get it down a little bit more. He brought a croaking bucket to your chambers and told you to expose your upper body. He grabbed a toad, gutted it with a deft hand, and proceeded to place the still twitching cocks on your chest. Carl continued until the bucket was empty and your torso was covered. I actually feel better. Perfect, that has actually made a huge difference, so let's hope that we do get better. Right, we're not going to assault just yet. We'll just carry on our siege for now. Wait until it gets a little bit weaker before we assault, at least down to a third or a quarter. The many blisters on your body have faded. Almost all of them are gone now. So much for the pox. I feel better. We'll lose the trait of the pox. Oh, thank God for that. We got better. That's good. That's really good. Has the Lannister army marched into our lands yet? No. Looks like they're keeping themselves busy. The Durandans have no army at all, so there's no point them even trying. We'll attempt an assault, see how that goes, and we managed to win. Perfect victory. Your enemy, Lord Duncan of Hayford, has been captured by Lord Walder Malister of Seaguard and taken to Seaguard as a prisoner. Perfect. Offer peace and end force demands. Yes, okay, perfect. There we go. Hayford is under our control. Let's disband our unit. Right, so Dalston keepers ours anyway. Can we declare war on Bywater to force vassalization? We can, but we don't have any prestige at present to do so. But at least we know we can do that. So we'll unpause and let things tick along. Our lands are looking pretty nice now, pretty tasty. We can't declare war on you, I don't think. At present, unfortunately. Defending against heathens, it costs us 100 piety. Right, so we don't have any piety. Your Grace, I would like to politely remind you of the gold that the Dustlands owes my house. Who are you? Lord Rygar. How much do we owe? 93. Okay, we'll just pay it out of the way. Get it over with. We've got the money to do it, so let's just do it. Let's forward things along. There we go. We've got the prestige. We've got piety, so does that mean we can go to war with the Stormlands again? No, because... Aha, we need 200 prestige. I want to get these other lands under our control. I think we have a claim on Stone Dance as well, don't we? Strong claim on the Lordship of Stone Dance. Yes, perfect. And our Master of Laws is still there. That is a rookie move by me. What else do we have a claim on? A weak claim on Hayford. We've got that now. Stokeworth. Rollingford. We've got Rollingford? Pretty sure. Yeah, we've took Rollingford. Obviously, we need Stokeworth and King's Landing. And we've got a weak claim on Nimic, which I think we've got. Right, so, yes, we need to move our Lord on to, which was Lord Selford, wasn't it, who's incredible at this job for some reason. Let's move him up to Sharp Point and get a claim on that so that we can come all the way around the Blackwater in time, which we should be able to do quite easy. The war has ended. You wish to reappoint the old council? Yes, of course. Forward things along now. Let peace happen. Let our money improve. King Glendon, Darklyn, I hereby invite you to participate in the Grand Tourney of Darry. A chance to prove my worth. Yes, of course I will show up, and we get 20 prestige for that, which is cool. So we'll definitely do that. We've got some open council positions. We need a chief general. New master of arms. Let's go for Lord Duncan Orion. Why not? The skilled one-handed knight. We'll get him to train the children. Hopefully he can make... Oh, we can't because he's not actually in our court, is he? We'll just get him to train the troops then for now. Is there any minor titles that we need to fill out? I don't think there is. Oh, we need a Paramount Knight. Lord Malister, yes. And I think that's everything. Oh, got room for a commander. Not really got anyone that good, so we'll leave that for now. We'll tick things along though, and I think we'll end this episode here, guys. So thank you all so much for watching, as always. I really do appreciate it. Of course, we didn't expand too much. We took over Hayford, so at least we've managed to get rid of that little bit of border gore, and we did have that realm overview, which a lot of you were asking for, so at least that's out of the way as we move forward and continue to attack the Stormlands and try and take all of this land around the hook. Please don't forget to like and comment down below, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.